Hi guys, welcome. I'm PGA Dave. First of all, thank you for buying my book, Reverse Golf Fitness, Beyond Injury and Pain. Labor of love. I don't pretend to be any kind of medical expert. I just am doing the things that have made me functional as a PGA professional, swinging and teaching every day. Be that as it may, I wanted to get out and show you some of the redundancies. Want to show you that they're adaptable, so we'll do them in a couple different places. And today, let's start with the golf cart, and let's start with our first 10. The seated good morning, always a good first stretch. You can find it on the cart here. Try to get your knees or your legs at that 90-degree angle. Put that club up nice and tall. And you want to go down to the ground with it. Once again, you just want to go as far as is comfortable. If this is it, that's fine. If you can go to the ground, that's fine as well. Get your fingertips, that's good. Palms down to the ground. Nice and even breath. Pull up slowly. I'll try to go through each exercise today, each redundancy. Just show you the forms. I don't know if I'm going to spend time doing each one particularly thoroughly. There's 65 or more of them. I usually do 10 or 15 a day. The front pocket stretch is awesome. Yeah, it's called the front pocket stretch because you're going to stretch here. You're going to take this front leg, and all the weight now is on this back leg, and I can feel the stretch here. I can use my 7-iron out to the side here to feel that. The lower I go, the better. I can also put my hand up on my bag if that's better support. Just feel the stretch here. Toe raises and heel raises. Tibialis, you want to find a space on the cart where your back is supported, and then you're just lifting, lowering down slowly, up, down. You can stagger your legs for different effects, different intensities if need be. The further you go out, the more difficult the exercise, the redundancy. With the heel lifts, with the cart, I'll just do it with the 7-iron. You want to do it both with your feet or with your knees bent. Nice loose grip on the club, by the way, here. And with them straight. Pretty straightforward. I love the curb stretch. I find the curb stretch on the tires. I'll go ahead and do that here. Feel that stretch, it's great. Really stretches out the Achilles. When we're talking the YTWMX stretch, it's Y, it's T, it's W, this is M. It's W, it's M, and then it's X. I can do this prone on the ground. I can do this when I'm walking. That's one of the redundancies that you can first bring to your walk. Sitting quad stretch right off the bat, love it. I'm going to find a comfortable spot on the cart here, and I'm going to be stretching this quad here. Move the bag for you. Now, I'm going to be using the cart itself to brace myself. I could go much lower right now, but I'm showing you how you can adapt this. I'm using the different grips on the cart to get lower. Now I'm starting to really feel the stretch as I do this here. Just relaxing into the stretch. My other leg really wants to have it as well, so I will not refuse. Nice little stretch in my left quad, and I felt it in my lower back. It's always about me getting the stretching of the lower back with all that I'm doing. So a lot of my redundancies are focused on my lower back. With the wall leg, sort of thinking about this, you know what I mean? To use the wall leg on the cart, you can do something like this. Or you're going to take your leg and get it going up on the cart like this. Good stretch there. I don't need to do the other side for you. For the reverse step up, two places I could do it. Nah, there's really only one. I'm going to be doing it here. And with this, I'm really only able to touch my toe. Not ideal, the cart, to be doing your reverse step-ups. However, redundancies adapt. Arm circles and ankle circles, I really don't need to discuss too much. You know, with my ankle circles, I'm planting my toe next to my heel and giving it space so I can really rotate. And I'm trying to keep that spot of my toe the focal point. And with the arm circles, I'm just swinging arm circles. Around the world, I'm going to gather a bunch of clubs, and I'm just going to start tossing them around my body. Really starting to feel this. Thumbs down. Then I'll do a thumbs up. Thumbs up. I could be using less clubs. I can feel that already in my shoulder. That was too many clubs. body fold. That's when you're putting your hand in the small of your back and at the nape of your neck here, and you're bending from your waist. I have slight knee flex. This is great for your posture, for your golf posture, right here. Up on your toes, in your stance, everything pressing. All right. Broomstick stretch. I have the fiberglass flag stick. I'm going to use it this way. I'm going to squat doing this. I'm going to take it this way. I'm going to throw my body around this way with it. Whew, I feel those around the world right here. When I was hurt, what really got me going again was the butt walk. And I was just walking like this, and then I'd go back. Now I realized that it got more difficult if I kept my feet in place. So I'd be walking into my feet, and it would get more tough to do this, and then away from my feet. And this would be tough. So, you too can do the butt walk. I was thinking about the chair camel in the cart. I don't know if it's going to be adaptable. It would look something like this. If you put your feet out like this and your knees like this, and you're able to come back a little up into the cart like this and stretch. I can really do a camel, so I can really feel it, but tough one to adapt to the cart. You're better served in other places doing the chair camel in a chair. Heel walk and hip boxes. Heel walk, you're just making your way around. With hip boxes, I'm going to grab my buttocks and I'm going to really articulate that square. I'm going to get a little wider if I'm not feeling a stretch. Often, this is an amazing redundancy for me. I can feel it in my groin and my outer hips. We discussed about the fact that that's what I need to activate. So there we go. All right, good redundancy there. I thought about Copenhagen plants or on the cart. You can get at that. Probably best with the tire. These are where your upper leg is going to support your body, and it looks like this. So you're really feeling that stretch in your leg, holding yourself up. Really good strength redundancy here. Once again, 3 cheers for the golf cart. That one worked. Thought about dead hang and diamond fingers. Diamond fingers we definitely can do. Diamond fingers, circles to the face. If I was looking for a dead hang, to just stretch out my upper shoulders and such, I'd look for it here, and I just hang here. Yup, I got it right here. Surprisingly excellent right there for the stretch in the upper arms and the neck. Once again, the more redundancies you do, the more often you do them, the more you make them yours. You understand what subtle moves are really affecting you. And I think in my book I talked about like little micro movements within the form or the shape of the redundancy. And that's an excellent example of how clearly I'm not doing a dead hang, you know, the traditional way, but I was getting all the benefits from it. We'll see in other places, it's very much the same. Elevate and foot floss. So elevate, we're just getting up on our toes. We're just getting up on our toes. We're getting wide. We're getting up on our toes, trying to find our balance. Yeah? Foot floss is our first chance to use the floss bands. An exciting moment, as the floss bands can be used to help us work out. Remember, it's the floss bands and their stretchy nature that we always want to emulate, you know? What we're doing here in golf. All right, talking about the foot floss. So I can take this and put this under my metatarsal arch, and I can really start to get a good stretch there. I can sit and make this better. There's the stretch right there. No need to do the other leg, we get it. While I'm here, let's do a couple curls. Just gonna wrap the shaft of the club a bunch of times. I'm gonna stand on the end. And I'm gonna, I can tie it off too. I'm reticent to tie it off, but for video's sake, I will. And I'm starting to, all right. Let's do it right. So I'm just going to take the shaft of the club and I'm going to just get some good curls in, strengthen my wrists, and I can less, you know, a little more, I can lessen the tension to get at it again. Oh, that's wicked. You can go the other way. All right, that's a good strength redundancy right there, using your floss band. All right. All right, golf ball snatch and soup can golfer's elbow. Golf ball snatch. I'm just gonna take a golf ball and I'm gonna get good at snatching it. Can I do this hand as well? Maybe not. Can I do both? Can I do one and then the other? Can I do this anywhere else on my body? Apparently not, this hand. Can I do it when I start from above? Big chance for the left here to step up. Oh. Then I'm going to go to a quarter, then I'm going to go to a dime. I'm going to get really dexterous with my hands. Hunting dog are opposites. So you're on all fours and you're going out and up like this, coming back. can also do cat-cow when we're down here. I'm looking to isolate and pin my arms in place. And all the shoulders, all the movement is going to be in my thoracic spine as I try to curl it, you know, and concave. And what I'm trying to say, you understand. All right, feeling pretty good about that. Are you tired yet? All right. Luges and neck circles, neck floss. With the luge, going out to the side, your feet go up. I could probably take away the club and make it a little bit easier on myself. When I'm doing my luges in my other places, I'm using stability, and it looks like this. So that's the perfect example of assisted range of motion, ARON there. Once I used the card, I was using it, I was fluid, and I knew that I had it if I needed it. That was good. You know, neck circles, you're just articulating your neck in full wide circles. Excuse me, let me catch my balance. All the redundancies for me are great for balance because of all that I've dealt with my brain, and it just keeps me balanced when I do these all the time. So, neck. With flossing, you want to take one hand and sort of really push it down both directions. All right. Planks, pogos, and pretzel twists. Planks. I don't know how long I'm going to hold this. I'm going to hold it that long. Pogos, 1 foot. And finally, the pretzel twist, which I love, which really gets my back. They're an extension of the windshield wipers. So the windshield wipers look like this as you're doing this, and you're out to the sides and you're stable. But I sort of graduated from those, and I started to really get a better stretch like this. And that's why I call it the pretzel twist. All right. You can get some really good reverse arm stretches on the cart and shin drives. So with reverse arm stretches, I'm just putting my arms up behind me, and I'm feeling my shoulders stretch, my neck, my trapezoid up here, trying to get my spine in a forward neutral position. And that feels fantastic. Shin drives, pretty much anywhere, however you want to do it. You can do it on both feet. This is advanced. It's advanced to be using all your body weight to be driving your shins in position. I was really tight here. Really tight here after walking 9 the other day. And shin drives really sort of loosened everything up. And especially in the jacuzzi. I mean, we all know I'm in the jacuzzi stretching every day. Okay, soup can elbow. Soup can elbow. I'm gonna get the clam chowder. And I'm gonna have my hand in a stable position on a table or wherever on the cart. And I'm gonna lower it down and hold the weight. And then I'm gonna take the other hand and let it come up. I'm gonna slowly lower this weight again. Soup can elbow, work on that. You can get heavier weights. The more weight you need, you'll feel it. With toe tucks, I'm gonna tuck my feet underneath me like this. And I'm just gonna push up on my toes so I can really get my toes going. You really wanna work your toes. Your toes are really what's doing all the micro balancing for you. You know, all the ground here is uneven. You see me trying to catch my balance at times. And really, when I'm taking my stance, all of the heel rises and the tibialis rises are because I'm trying to figure out how I can be even right here. So right now, this foot is pushing up, while this one is sort of coming down. So, you know, you got to be able to make that swing. Okay. All right. Let's end with a couple crunches, a couple squats, a couple sit-ups, a couple crunches. A couple crunches, a couple sit-ups, a couple squats. Oh, a couple crunches. Crunches, couple sit-ups. All right. And a couple squats. All right, guys, what a pleasure to spend time with you out here today, showing you my redundancies. Excuse me, I'm talking while they're swinging. I need to be attentive to the moment. You can see that they're highly adaptable and they give you quite a workout. Looking forward to seeing you in the next location. I think we'll be either in my kitchen or at the beach. See you then. Thanks for coming out.